What is up, guys, gals, and all you awesome gamers out there? It is I, Josh, for Only SP Games, and today I'm going to be showing you Eden Star, developed by Flix Interactive, and this game, my fellow gamers of the night, one could say, is really cool, really promising. It's currently in pre-alpha, and the best way of explaining it is by comparing it. So, other titles in the past which kind of relate to this kind of game are The Forest or Minecraft, where it's kind of like an FPS survival game, but you're having to build and develop your own technology to survive out in the vast wastelands of unknown planets. And I have to admit, it's really cool. It's also been currently developed on the Unreal 4 engine, and it looks really nice, really nice. You can actually see here on the main menu what that kind of, what you say, goal is for the visual immersion that they're trying to present to you. And oh my, I tried a little bit of it, I dabbled, and I really like where it's going. I really like where it's going. So what I'm going to do is today, I'm going to jump into it, show you a little bit about the basics and things, and we're going to explore this game together, experience it, because again, I'm pretty much a noob when it comes to this game, but I really like the concept, I really like the style, and most of all, I love sci-fi. So, Eden Star, let's jump into this. So as you can see here, this is basically how you start the game off at the moment. You're landing on this unknown planet, which looks pretty freaking sexy, I have to admit. It's actually asking me if I want a tutorial here. I'm going to say no. I kind of know what you have to do here. Now, you may have noticed all these random little alien bugs scattered around. They kind of disappeared once I entered the planet itself. Now, those are actually the enemies that you're going to be fighting, and they're quite mysterious. I don't know if they're kind of like some kind of advanced race or something, or if they're more along the lines of the Zerg from StarCraft, where they don't really have technology, they're more organic, but it's something that I'm assuming we'll learn the more we play. Now, what you have at the moment is this awesome little object manipulation gadget gun thing. It's kind of grafted to your arm, and what it allows you to do is kind of, again, it, like I mentioned before, in relate to, say, Minecraft, is it kind of breaks apart objects. So as you can see here, like, so you can actually aim it at a tree, at any part of the tree, look, and by the power of awesome, break it and actually take the parts, the minerals, the fibers from it. I like as well as actually gravity. So you know, like in Minecraft, the tree just kind of hovered there. You don't get that in this game. It actually feels partially realistic. But this is the thing that I really like about this tool, and it's kind of like the main gameplay mechanic within this title. It's just being able to break down any kind of object to their kind of basic forms, and you can use that to create weapons, bases, armor, anything that you like. And once I entered this, I thought it was so cool. So I was kind of expecting the worst. I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be one of those things where, you know, it's gonna be Minecrafty. This is the thing. I didn't like the blocks and the hovering above ground and stuff. It just seemed a little bit weird. But I like this. I like that there's gravity to it. It feels like you're actually part of this world's rules in a way, if that makes any sense. And again, you can break whatever you like. So I could like zap this rocket. I mean, I have nothing against rocks, but I need to survive, people. And as well, now I'm just gonna look away from this rocket thing, but then aim at it. You may notice it has kind of like a mineral percentage in the middle of my crosshair, which says 30% Brigmanite. Okay, now I don't really know what that means. I'm not much of a scientist or professor of anything like this, of mineralisms. But what it allows you to do is know what you're actually mineralizing. So it kind of makes so you're not wasting time just hoping for the best, breaking things apart and thinking, oh, hopefully I'll get some gold or some kryptonite or whatever. It actually means that when you're going out there, you know that when you're breaking something apart, you're getting something out of it, the thing that you need. And that's basically it. That's all you have to do. So you just got to break apart whatever you like, and then you got to build your base. So what we need to do first, my objective on the top left, is to retrieve my Fallen Eden kit. So the Eden kit is basically what allows you to create your base, your home, where you're going to be starting out. Now you can make more of these. Where is my base? It's over here. This is where it kind of crash landed at the start. And you can actually make more of these and expand your territory, but during nighttime, you're having to defend those bases and make sure that you can look after them from the ensuing evil that is within this world. Kind of like that little hive over there. You see that kind of like red line in the sky kind of pointing down? That is an alien hive. And so what we need to do is develop our base and then protect it at nightfall, which is on that little thing at the top, that little bit of an interface that's counting down. So once nightfall Nightfall gets here, that's when they come and attack our faces. And we do not want that to happen. We don't want them to take our faces, at least. I mean, I will happily fight them. I'll happily prove my balsamness, my strength. But for now, I'm going to focus on mineralizing stuff. So we've got some kind of Tenel core here. I'm not too sure what that actually does. I don't know what it's kind of used to build. It looks quite important. Maybe that you use it to kill Superman or something. I mean, it's glowing green, which is quite cool. So we're just going to keep mineralizing away, or mining. I mean, what's the perfect word for this? Mining is kind of one of the popular terms, right? And again, this is kind of what you do, but I'm really excited to show you how you build your base. And it's quite immersive. It's quite in-depth. I guess the word would be in-depth. There's actually another one of those little things over there, look. And one thing that I'm quite curious about is if this entire planet is randomized. I don't think it is. I've got a feeling that it isn't. Oh, there's actually a hive up there as well, look. But we want to focus on making our home. I keep getting distracted by the wonders of this planet. And one thing I've noticed through the constant updates that the development team are actually posting on the Steam page is that they're actually adding even more environments, more creatures to fight. And that's quite cool. Now, another thing we've just noticed is that there's all these other little islands out there in the vast wastelands of the sky. And it makes me wonder as well, because one thing they're actually promising is to bring multiplayer out. What if other players are potentially going to be on these other little flying platforms and you could jump to other people's and help them out, or even try to destroy them? There's a lot of potential behind it, a lot of potential. So what we're going to do first, we're going to develop our own base. So to do that, we need to activate build mode. So as you know, we've got breakdown mode. So as you can see here, we can destroy trees and all that. Don't worry, tree, I don't hate you. I'm going to let you off for now. But we can also go into build mode. Now with build mode, it allows us to make whatever we like. Anything that we've got the minerals for, we can create. So at the moment, we need our home base. We're going to click on that. There we go, awesome. And we can put this wherever we like. And then from there, we can expand it with more floor panels and other awesome stuff like that. So, do you think it'd be quite cool to back ourselves into a corner maybe, so we're not getting surrounded by alien bugs of horrible death and doom? So if I press it there we go, awesome. And we can also break this apart too and reclaim all of our materials if we need to, if we're not happy with where we put it and stuff. But I wonder if that actually kind of destroys part of the minerals that you've collected. It's going to take even longer. Now, our next objective is to collect trees and rocks from the nearby environment and then build up our structures. We've also got this shield here that kind of is sitting around our dome, and that kind of protects us from the aliens as well. And then we have to develop that and make it bigger and stronger. And it allows us just to look after ourselves at night. So it has that thing again like Minecraft where you've got to build a base and look after yourselves. I did mention the forest earlier. I have played a little bit of the forest and it kind of has that feeling to it as well, but not in a sci-fi sense. So it's kind of like that thing where you're crash landing. Well, in that game you're in a plane, but in this one you're falling from space, I assume, and you're just trying to make it out. You are classed as a pioneer, so you're actually playing as a dude called a pioneer, and through that you're trying to, I don't know, maybe explore, maybe actually take over and create worlds of people, colonize potentially. Not too sure. So what we're going to do here is just keep chopping away. I mean, if you want to class it as chopping away, digitally chopping away, I guess. And again, we've just got to keep breaking down these trees and stuff. But one thing we can also do, actually, before I actually explain the next thing, which was going to be combat, we're going to go back into build mode, because you may notice when I was, let me just go back into my little build menu here, and I scroll up, we can actually build turrets too. And that might be actually really good for Nightfall. So if I select that, there we go, we can put that turret there looking to protect our base when any little enemy aliens try and sneak up. So we've got one over there, so it might be kind of a good idea to put one here on the right side as well. That's quite cool. Got a nice little animation to it too. So the next thing we need to do is go, well, destroy an alien colony. And what we can do through that is actually reclaim even more materials from the environment, and even maybe some special stuff as well. Now, at the moment, if I press Q, I've only got this little tiny pea shooter, but it does look really awesome. I really like the weapon designs in this game, and the pistol as well looks, it's a nice starting weapon that makes you feel like a badass. And so we're gonna go hunt down one of these hives. Now the closer I get to it, the aliens aren't gonna really like that I am going in on their turf, so we're gonna just creep slowly. There it is, look. That is actually really big. The last one that I fought when I just dabbled in the game was only a little baby one, but this one is actually freaking huge. We've also got a crosshair there as well to show the health of the little hive core thing. So if we shoot it... Oh. Okay, oh. Okay, no aliens are coming out, which is good, I think. Oh, wait a minute, what are these little red crosshair? Oh, there is something in that rock. Okay, I don't think that's supposed to happen. So we're just going to keep shooting this this weird spotty fungal thing. Now, even though I'm using bullets, what you can do is actually use all the materials you've collected to actually create more ammunition. So it's got this kind of universal resource system to it too, where anything you collect can actually be used to create more things of the same thing, which is something that I like. It kind of reminds me of Deus Ex Invisible War, which I know a lot of people didn't really like, but it's kind of useful, this kind of game. And there we go, that hive is destroyed. And also, look, there is a useful little material here to collect. So if we take this, Tesselinium. Okay, Tesselinium, that sounds quite important. Now, from what I've read of this Tesselinium stuff, it actually allows you to revive yourselves. If you die any time in the game, or if maybe you want to develop more advanced technologies, then you need this Tesselinium. And it allows you, again, to just improve yourself, to make you better, but also continue playing in your current save. Because if you die and you've made so much effort, so much work into your current adventure, that could just screw you over, and that's not going to make you feel much happy or proudness to what you've actually done. Again, if you've sunk so many hours, I could just feel myself feeling drained, and this Tesselinium, however you pronounce it, just gives you that feeling of security, I guess. So what we're going to do now is, if I go into my construction tab, we've got 5 minutes until nightfall comes. We can see here that I can actually build more things, so I can improve my Eden kits, increase the shield level up from 1 to as many as I need to, or I can improve my suit. So this is my awesome little Pioneer here. He looks so cool, and I assume as well that you can actually increase the armor types, the different like protection capacities, and even the different types of weapons too. So at the moment I've only got this little pistol, and again it looks quite cool. I really like the designs of the suits and the weapons and things. And here is my buildables. Here are my buildables. So as I was saying with the resources, it's got this universal requirement to it. So if I go to, oh, I don't know, here. So they've got the cubes. These are the little floor pieces I can add to my base. You can see here that in my required materials, I can use whatever I've collected, anything. So say that I've actually ran out of all my standard core materials and I've like collected all the surrounding trees and I'm feeling pretty screwed, I can actually go into my rare materials and use those too, which is probably a little too risky, I'd guess, for now. But what I can do is I can use some of my Brigmanite from those rocks. And it says I've got here a cost of 5 here, so I can actually make quite a few. So if I actually make a few stacks, there we go, cool. So I've got 4 cubes there. And then if I go into my build mode, and if I find those little blocks, here we go, cool, some Tennel foundations. And there we go, look. And you can actually connect them too, and then increase your base size, which is quite awesome. I believe as well that you can actually rise them, so if you want to make your like this towering structure of epic stuff, then, oh, I kind of screwed up there, didn't I, if I just rebuilt that? So, as mentioned before, you can actually reclaim all your materials, but I assume that you lose a little bit of those when doing that. So obviously you want to try and make sure you fit it perfectly. So there we go, that's looking quite nice. That's a good starter, it's a good starter. Let's just keep adding a few more. It's got that Minecraft feel to it again, and it's the only thing that's a bit of a downside is that with Minecraft you were able to collect those cubes and just add them, so you had like mud cubes and just put the mud cubes there and that was fine, that was good. But you kind of have to work for your food a little bit more here. Now there was also some other things I could put down, things like Tennel panels. We've actually got quite a few of those Tennel panels actually, and this you can actually use as kind of like walls, as you can see here. Look, we can actually put like a wall defense down. You've got to be really sensitive though and make sure you're clicking it in the right direction. Oh boy. I mean, if it doesn't click either, you could just kind of randomly, manually put it there. I'm sure aliens aren't going to squeeze through there unless they've been running on a treadmill. I mean, I assume they've got giant ass love handles. There we go, but comment section below, let me know, what do you think to this game so far? As I said, it's got quite a lot of potential to it. I don't know if that was a really bad place to put that turret. Now, another thing that we did was spend a lot of ammo destroying that hive, so it might be a good idea to make some more. Oh boy, I might actually need to get one of these assault rifles. That looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of one of those like Starship Trooper kind of guns from the movie. But we need to get some more ammunition. So if I get some micro disruptor cells, here we go, cool. As you can see here too, you can use whatever you need to actually make that. So we need some ceruleum or ironite. But I can also just use some of my Tennel. So if I increase the capacity of the Tennel required, there we go, cool. That's actually made 15 extra bullets, which is quite awesome. And then if I go to my gun, there we go, you can actually see in my gun capacity for extra ammo on the bottom right, there's actually a lot of extra bullets that I can use, and that's good, so I can actually use that to protect myself at night. So you've got 1 minute and 25 seconds. Now I did just see this over here, so it was a last ditch attempt at mining, at mineralizing as I like to say. We're going to break apart this rock. Now, could you see yourself doing this for a few hours? I mean, this is one of those things, it feels partially like a job potentially. Like, I mean, a lot of people are into these kind of games, and I love the potential of it. It kind of gives me that feeling of maybe No Man's Sky as well, of traveling to these different environments that are potentially randomized and building these awesome home bases and just clearing out the area. But it also makes you wonder about the end game goals, you know? So what's the point? You know, obviously trying to survive, but is there some kind of looming challenge to these aliens going to get you apart from them trying to kill you? Are they able to maybe increase their territorial advantage and stuff? It's very curious, you know? And so, oh wait a minute, isn't cerulean the stuff that I needed to create more bullets? Ah, so you found a potential foundation for ammunition, because I think the minerals actually rebuild themselves over time too, so you may notice when I've been destroying trees and things, they've left stumps, so I assume that the trees can regrow and you can actually collect those minerals later on too, so that might be quite good. But it's getting a little dark here. There's even a day and night cycle, obviously, but the really awesome thing is that you can actually see the stars in the sky, and it seems there's like this weird shieldy sphere thing over it. So it makes me wonder what else is behind this kind of planet's existence. Is there maybe a more advanced oh no. You may notice that a little alien cropped up there. He does not look friendly, so we're just going to shoot him there. Nice little crosshair there too, that shows a health indicator. I do like that. But, oh no. Oh, that turret joined in there and actually saved my butt cheeks. Thank you so much, Auto Turret. I'm not going to call you anything. Generally, YouTubers call them Greg or Robert or something like that. But you know what? We're professionals. If I press L as well, I can activate my flashlight. That's quite nice, I have to admit. And now he's got to defend our territory for 3 minutes and 29 seconds. But I do have this turret, so I assume that my base is kind of in good hands at the moment, do you think? Now, one thing I have to be careful of, though, is that I cannot leave the base, for now at least, until I've upgraded my suit. So you may see at the top right, there's like a biohazard symbol. So if I stand outside it, it goes all crazy and red and it gets really angry at me. And the reason for that is that the atmosphere actually changes and starts to try and kill you. So you have to actually try and stay within this bubble shield at nighttime and make sure that you just survive for as long as possible. You may notice as well that the glowing red lines that are those hives are starting to get really angsty too. So obviously, that is showing the spawn locations of the aliens at the moment during nighttime. It's basically their turn. That's kind of like a turn-based feel to it too then, I guess, where during daytime it's your go to try and go after them, but at nighttime it's their turn. You're on the receiving end in the way, backed in the corner. But remember, Baby doesn't like to be backed up in a corner, and so... And you can actually, wait a minute, you can actually see that the hives are actually grown out of the ground as well, which is quite interesting. So I'm quite curious if you're actually heading towards one of these hives at night when you can survive through the oxygen or the poisonous gases that are trying to kill you. I wonder what kind of environments those look like. I wonder if they've got like fortress structures, or maybe there's these evil defending aliens or something like that. Really curious, really awesome. Seems that because I took down that hive over there, no aliens are trying to bug me. Even though, I mean, they do look like bugs. I tried to go for a bit of an alien pun there, but I don't know, did it work? I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comment section below. You can judge me. And just as I say that, an alien is coming over here, but remember, I do have this turret, so let's actually see if this turret is able to look after my base. And there you go. Look, give it a little bit of a pepper. Now, ooh, phew, that was close. Eden Kit is in danger. Wait a minute, what's that about? Is there an alien actually near my Eden Kit? Doesn't look like it. Oh, wait a minute, we've got even more coming. So maybe it's like a last-ditch attempt here, because remember, I did kill their hive, and they're actually running out of time here, so they're actually sending even more aliens our way. That turret is whooping some butt, though. Now, it doesn't look like they can actually fire at me or do any kind of range attacks while they are outside the bubble shield, which is good for us, because we do not want to get shot from long range, and handling all that kind of stuff would probably be really, really bad. You can see this little alien hiding behind that corner trying to play peekaboo with me, and I do not appreciate that. I am the person who plays hide and seek here. I am the master of that game. Do not mess with me. Let's just help the turret out here. So, oh, wait a minute. You can actually go underground, look, and burrow. That's kind of creepy. Oh, dear. And they can actually rush your base like that, too. So that's not a good thing. That's not something that we want to look forward to in the future. We need to remember that. Kind of like alien research in a way there. And I wonder if we can actually advance our defensive tactics by learning these kind of things that the aliens can do. So maybe adding even more defensive things. Because if I go into my little build construction menu here and go to defenses, you can see here that we've got different things that we can deploy. So we've got our auto turret. We have an energy turret, which I assume is kind of like a Tesla tower, like in Commander and Conquer and stuff. A missile turret, which... Now, I have seen bug creatures in the trailer and stuff, so we probably will be fighting those later on in our adventures, maybe. And then finally, an energy pillar. And by connecting those, they're kind of like the advanced walls. So that means that in like these little panels here, you can actually put energy panels, which is quite cool. So I assume they maybe damage aliens when they go through them or something like that. Wow, they are really rushing our base now through the minus few seconds that are left on their timer. 2, 1, and done. What's going to happen here? Will they die? Will they do anything? No, they're just going to attack us. I mean, maybe that means that they're just not going to spawn any more aliens out of our base or something. So let's just finish them off. Or if you just want to burrow down there like a complete coward, I see. I mean, I understand that. I mean, I put you under a little bit of pressure. I'm kind of double teaming my turret here, and he just whooped you. Which is, oh, I did like a little roly-poly. That's kind of sad and emotional. Right, so what we're going to do next is actually go for one of their next bases. And that's kind of what I've dabbled in so far when it comes to this game. And so what we're going to do quickly is actually make some more bullets, because I think we really need some more bullets. And it seems as well that you can actually research different schematics. So we can make something called a Gauss cannon, a close-range anti-infantry weapon. What's required to make that? Okay, it seems you need quite a bit here. So wait a minute, is that a shotgun of some kind? That looks really cool. Can I make one of those? I kind of want to make one of those right now. I don't have enough minerals. That's depressing. I have to admit that's quite depressing. But what we can do is make more bullets for my pistol. So I'm going to actually increase the capacity of that. Can I do that inventory total? That should be fine, right? There we go, just create that, excellent. Because, you know what, I need some more bullets if I'm going to be dishing out the opponent. So if we just run over to this enemy base over here and see what it's like. That one didn't really offer us any challenge, but it did seem that the aliens were stuck in the cliff, and that was quite depressing. So I want them to come at me with all they've got. I love this blue glow in the floor and stuff, that's really nice. Where was that base? Oh, wait a minute, look! Oh, some natural organic wildlife. Hi there! And they're glitching out. Remember, this game is in early access alpha, so don't judge it too much. Now, one thing your little glove can do as well is grab stuff and you can flick it. Oh no. Slam that into a tree. Now, I'm going to help him out here, look. Let's just try and throw... Oh no. You can do whatever you want when it comes to this kind of anti-gravitational kind of weapon here. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Bulletstorm. Bulletstorm had a weapon like that too. Oh no. It just kind of evaporated. That's what you do in this game. If you die, you go to heaven instantly, which is fantastic. So there's none of that waiting in purgatory and stuff. There are these. I wonder what these things are for. I wonder if you can actually collect minerals from them and stuff. Oh dear, it doesn't look like you can. They just seem really scared of me. They're kind of like interplanetary chickens of some kind. Oh wait a minute, look, one of those alien hives. Okay, here we go. And it seems that the defensive little bug creatures actually Uh-oh. Okay, you might want to shoot this as fast as possible. I'm just going to work on it. Chip it away. That's what you got to do here. But also finding off their defense forces. So again, we're putting them on the receiving end now. Oh, and look. It seems they're defending one of those really important minerals too. So there is actually, instead of just taking territory and defending your own base, you actually get even more minerals that they're defending on their end. And it gives you that kind of carrot on the end of a stick in a way. Wow, they are really rushing me. And I am running out of lots and lots of bullets. It seems that when they die, they actually drop some kind of explosive grenade, and I have also run out of shields, so we need to be careful here. Oh boy, I'm running out of health. We do not want to die. Just keep shooting them, making sure they're not going to kill us. I don't trust them. I feel like they're all going to... Oh, they do. So when they die, they actually explode in this massive shrapnel cloud. They're kind of like small little hedgehogs of doom and death. And I don't really like that, so we're going to try and take their home down as fast as possible. Who is the bad guy here? Me or them? I mean, I'll crash landed on their planet. I feel kind of horrible now. Maybe it's one of those kind of like inner subliminal messages where it's like, we're the invaders or something. I'm not too sure. Oh boy, that's a lot of little alien creatures. So we're just going to back up here, shoot as many as possible. This is my last stand, basically. And I'm doing quite well. I'm going to run past them though, because remember, they will all explode. Oh dear. I really love the kind of glowy shrapnel effect though. That's really nice. I like that. I've always liked that in games that have got a kind of sci-fi feel to it. What do you think? What's your kind of favourite sci-fi kind of aesthetic to games? Are you more into your kind of steampunk visual, or maybe you're more into your kind of like modernized Victorian kind of thing, you know, kind of like with Deus Ex and stuff, or like, you know, like Human Revolution's kind of a really good example, or maybe you love your kind of like more Dead Space or Star Trek era stuff, kind of like what we're seeing here. Would love to know your opinion. We're gonna do... Oh no, I'm out of ammo. Oh, this is not good. But remember, if I run out of bullets, I do have my little Tesla gravitational telekinesis glove. Oh wow, that's really useful. Get out of here. Rejection glove, that's what we're going to call it. Let's just throw them away as fast as possible. I need to get some more bullets. That's one thing I really need right now. I'll be back for you. So if I get my consumables quickly, I'm going to just make a few more. There we go, that should be enough. Maybe a little bit more. I don't... no, that'll be fine. Right, I'm just going to try and do this as fast as possible. How many bullets have I got? 276 extra rounds. Let's go for this base, blow it up as fast as possible. It is nearly dead, and, oh, like, pop in a spot. That is gross. But look, even more of that rare material from last time. So, depending on where you go, there might actually be potentially more of that stuff that we need. Let's get out of here, though, because they're going to explode my face, and I don't like that. I mean, you might be into that kind of thing with people spraying stuff all over you, but personally, I'm not. There we go, they're dead, thankfully. Now, if I just break this apart, I can use this, remember, so when I die, I can use this as kind of like a resource material to respawn, which is what we really, really need. Is there anything else around here that might be of interest? Does not look like it. But from what I've shown you, I would love to know in the comment section below what you think. So as you see, it's a survival builder game, and I'm really excited to see the potential of this, what this game can actually bring in the future. Definitely go check out Flix Interactive's site, where it actually shows the updates it's actually bringing out, such as the different aliens, the different environments and such. It's really cool, really awesome. The game is dripping with potential. But for now, I'm going to leave you with the curiosity of this game. It's been me, Josh, for Only SP Games.